All right, it's finally here. The NFL draft will kick off tonight up in Pittsburgh. The Titans have 9 total picks in the draft, including the number 4 overall draft pick, which is pretty high cotton. Fox 17 Sports Director Jill Jelnick now live at the Vanderbilt Health Football Center, where the team will make all of its decisions over the next few days. Jill, what can you tell us about how the Titans and their new head coach, Robert Saleh, are feeling as they head into this draft?
Honestly, Scott, it's been pretty quiet over this last hour as we inch closer to the NFL draft. But after speaking to General Manager Mike Borgonzi before night one, before the big day, he says that they have an overwhelming sense of confidence going into this weekend. They know what they're going to do, and their board is set. Titans have the number 4 overall pick, and Borgonzi says there's several players he has his eye on with that number 4 spot. Now, Fernando Mendoza, the former Heisman and Indiana quarterback, is expected to go number 1 to the Las Vegas Raiders, but then after that it gets a little tricky. The New York Jets have the number 2 pick overall, and they're expected to take an edge rusher, either Arvell Reese out of Ohio State or the Texas Tech edge rusher David Bailey. The Arizona Cardinals have the number 3 pick. They're also expected to take an edge rusher, but a recent rumor says that the Arizona Cardinals also have a lot of love for Jeremiah Love, the former Notre Dame running back. Now, Titans pick after the Cardinals, and either way, depending on which way the Cardinals go, the Titans will get an elite playmaker in that number 4 spot. But if you were to ask me which way the team is leaning going into tonight, I'd say they have a lot of love for Jeremiah Love.
I certainly think there's a cluster of players up there that we really like, but in particular, Jeremiah's, I think he's a special player. I've talked about this at the combine before. I think his speed, can do things out of the backfield as a receiver. But there's also a group of edge guys up there that are really good too. So I think we'll have some really good options there at 4.
Let you go. Obviously, a team in a position like the Titans, sometimes they say we're going to take the best available player at number 4. Maybe it's, as you say, that running back, but they also need some more help around Cam Ward, their quarterback last year. He got beat up toward the end of the year. What are the biggest needs that you see offensively that the team could potentially address the next couple of days?
Mm-hmm. Scott, the team has several needs they want to address this weekend in the NFL draft. But if you're looking at the offensive side specifically, offensive line and wide receiver are their 2 biggest needs. When it comes to the offensive line, Titans are looking specifically at interior linemen, center and right guard. Now, they may not be able to address those areas with that number 4 pick, but they do have 8 other picks that they could potentially get some depth there at that position. And same goes with the wide receiver position. Titans' best wideout last year was Calvin Ridley, and he was hurt for the majority of the 2025 season. So don't be surprised if the Titans target a top wide receiver in the early rounds with one of those total 9 picks. Reporting live from the Titans practice facility, Jill Jelnick, Fox 17 Sports, your Code Red station.